There are objects in this world that were never meant to be taken lightly, simple in design, innocent in appearance: a board, letters, numbers, and a small wooden planchette. But for over a century, the Ouija board has been at the center of something far more unsettling. Marketed as a game, sold in toy stores, passed around at sleepovers and late-night gatherings, yet behind the novelty lies a history filled with fear, obsession, and in some cases, tragedy. The origins of the Ouija board trace back to the late 1800s, a time when spiritualism was sweeping across America. People were desperate to speak with the dead, to reach beyond the veil, to prove that something exists after life. And so, the board became a tool, a bridge, or at least, that's what people believed. But what happens when something answers back? Across decades, there have been reports of users experiencing sudden personality changes, violent outbursts, unexplained attachments. Some claimed they made contact with loved ones, others weren't so fortunate. I'm Don Alter, retired police officer, investigator, and lead researcher with Macomb Paranormal Investigations. Over the years, I've seen firsthand what happens when curiosity overrides caution, when people open doors without understanding what may be waiting on the other side. Because whether you believe the Ouija board is a psychological tool, or something far more paranormal, one fact remains: not everyone who uses it walks away unchanged. In this episode, we're going to break it down, the true history of the Ouija board, the science, and the skepticism, and the documented cases where things went very, very wrong. No myths, no exaggeration, just the evidence and the experiences. So, before you place your hands on that planchette, before you ask the question, ask yourself this: are you ready for an answer? This is Macomb Paranormal Investigations. An old wooden board, seemingly ordinary yet shrouded in mystery and intrigue, letters and numbers meticulously etched into its surface, each one holding a story, a secret, a whisper from the past, a planchette trembling with unseen energy, as if guided by invisible hands. The Ouija board, a conduit to the unknown. This seemingly innocuous game has captivated and terrified generations, drawing people into its enigmatic embrace. Is it a harmless pastime, a mere curiosity, or a doorway to something darker, something beyond our understanding? The answer may chill you to your core, as the line between the living and the dead blurs. We are drawn to the unknown, to the mysteries that lie just beyond our reach. It whispers to us in the shadows, beckons us with unseen hands, promising answers to our deepest questions. The Ouija board promises a glimpse beyond the veil, a connection to the other side. But at what cost? What are we willing to risk? Many have dared to ask its questions, seeking answers that elude the living. Some seek solace, hoping to reconnect with lost loved ones, while others crave contact with the departed, driven by curiosity or desperation. But be warned, the Ouija board is not a game to be taken lightly. It is a doorway, and not all who enter return unscathed. It is a tool of power, and like any tool, it can be misused, leading to unforeseen consequences. Are you ready to unlock the secrets of the Ouija board? To peer into the abyss and confront what lies within? To delve into its history, to understand its origins, and to confront its dangers, knowing that you may never see the world the same way again? Then step into the shadows with me, and let us explore the mysteries that lie within together as we seek the truth behind the Ouija board. The origins of the Ouija board are shrouded in mystery. Some say it originated in ancient China, where planchettes were used to communicate with spirits. Others trace its roots to 19th century America, where the spiritualist movement swept the nation. In a time of great loss and uncertainty, people sought solace in the belief that they could contact their departed loved ones. The Ouija board, with its promise of bridging the gap between the living and the dead, offered hope and comfort. Elijah Bond, a businessman with an eye for the mystical, patented the Ouija board in 1891. He marketed it as a harmless parlor game, a source of amusement and entertainment. But the board's true potential soon became apparent. stories of strange occurrences and unsettling messages began to surface. The Ouija board was more than just a game, it was a conduit, a channel through which unseen forces could communicate. As the Ouija board's popularity grew, so too did its association with the occult. Spiritualists embraced it as a tool for contacting the dead, while others saw it as a gateway to darker realms. Pearl Curran, a renowned medium, claimed to have channeled spirits through the Ouija board, producing writings of remarkable depth and complexity. Her experiences fueled the public's fascination with the board and solidified its place in occult practices. But with this newfound power came a sense of unease. Stories of demonic possession, malevolent spirits, and terrifying encounters began to circulate. The Ouija board, once a source of amusement, was now viewed with suspicion and fear. The line between entertainment and danger blurred. What was once a harmless game had become a tool for summoning the unknown, and the consequences could be dire. Religious institutions have long warned against the dangers of the Ouija board. They see it as a tool of the devil, a gateway through which demonic entities can enter our world and wreak havoc. The Catholic Church, in particular, condemns the use of Ouija boards, equating it with the sin of divination. They believe that seeking knowledge from spirits is a form of idolatry, a rejection of God's authority. Exorcists, those tasked with battling demonic forces, claim to have encountered numerous cases where the use of Ouija boards has led to possession, torment, and spiritual oppression. Their stories serve as chilling reminders of the potential consequences of dabbling in the occult. The message is clear: what seems like harmless fun can quickly spiral into a terrifying nightmare. The Ouija board is not a toy. It is a dangerous weapon that can unleash forces beyond our control. Section 5. Voices from beyond or tricks of the mind. While some attribute the Ouija board's movements to supernatural forces, others offer more rational explanations. The debate between believers and skeptics has been ongoing for decades, with each side presenting compelling arguments. Scientists and skeptics argue that the board's operation can be attributed to the ideomotor effect. This theory suggests that tiny, unconscious muscle movements are responsible for the planchette's motion, rather than any ghostly intervention. This psychological phenomenon suggests that our thoughts and beliefs can influence our physical actions, even without our conscious awareness. Essentially, our minds can guide our bodies in subtle ways that we might not even notice. In the case of the Ouija board, participants may unconsciously move the planchette, guided by their expectations or the suggestions of others. This can create the illusion that an external force is at work. This explanation, however, fails to account for the countless stories of accurate predictions, chilling messages, and unexplainable phenomena associated with the Ouija board. Many users report experiences that defy logical explanation. Can mere suggestion explain the feeling of an unseen presence, the sense that something otherworldly is communicating through the board? The debate rages on. Some believe that these experiences are proof of a connection to the spirit world. Is the Ouija board a conduit to the spirit world, or a testament to the power of the human mind? The mystery continues to captivate and intrigue people around the world. Perhaps the answer lies somewhere in between, a realm where belief and reality intersect. In this space, the boundaries between the known and the unknown blur, leaving us to wonder about the true nature of the Ouija board. Section 6. Seeking contact, alternative tools for spirit communication. The Ouija board is not the only tool used to communicate with the spirit world. Throughout history, humans have sought to pierce the veil of death, employing various methods and devices to connect with the other side. The spirit box, for example, is a device that rapidly scans radio frequencies, capturing snippets of sound that some believe to be spirit voices. These disembodied whispers, often garbled and difficult to decipher, offer tantalizing glimpses into the realm of the paranormal. The REM pod, another tool used by paranormal investigators, detects fluctuations in electromagnetic fields. These fluctuations, often accompanied by sudden drops in temperature, are thought to indicate the presence of spirits. Section 7. The power of belief, psychology and the ideomotor effect. The human mind is a powerful instrument, capable of shaping our perceptions and influencing our experiences. The ideomotor effect, as mentioned earlier, demonstrates the subconscious influence of our thoughts on our physical actions. When we approach the Ouija board with preconceived notions or expectations, we may unconsciously guide the planchette, attributing its movements to external forces rather than our own subconscious desires. This can create the illusion of spirit communication, even if no such communication is actually taking place. Furthermore, the power of suggestion can play a significant role in our experiences with the Ouija board. When we are surrounded by others who believe in the paranormal, our own beliefs may be heightened, making us more susceptible to suggestion and more likely to interpret ambiguous events as evidence of the supernatural. Section 8. The allure of the unknown, why we're drawn to the paranormal. The human fascination with the paranormal is as old as time itself. From ancient civilizations to modern societies, stories of ghosts, spirits, and otherworldly beings have always captured our imaginations. We are drawn to the mysteries of the universe, the unknown realms that lie beyond our comprehension. The vastness of space, the depths of the ocean, and the shadows of the night all hold secrets that beckon us to explore. The Ouija board, with its promise of contact with the other side, taps into this primal urge to connect with something greater than ourselves. It offers a tangible way to reach out to the unknown, to seek answers from beyond. For some, the allure of the paranormal lies in the hope of finding answers to life's biggest questions. What happens after we die? Is there a continuation of our existence, or do we simply fade into nothingness? Is there life after death? Can the soul transcend the physical body and continue its journey in another realm? Can we communicate with those who have passed on? These questions have haunted humanity for centuries, driving us to seek out mediums, psychics, and other conduits to the spirit world. For others, the paranormal offers a sense of excitement, a thrill of the unknown, the adrenaline rush of a ghost hunt, the eerie silence of an abandoned building, and the spine-chilling tales of haunted places provide a unique form of entertainment. It is a way to challenge our perceptions, to explore the boundaries of reality, and to confront our deepest fears. By facing the unknown, we test our courage and expand our understanding of what is possible. Whatever the reason, the paranormal continues to captivate our imaginations, fueling our curiosity and reminding us that there is still much we do not understand about the universe and our place within it. It is a testament to the enduring human spirit, always seeking, always questioning, and always yearning for more. Section 9. A final thought. Is your Ouija board friend or foe? The Ouija board remains an enigma, a source of both fascination and fear. Is it a harmless game, a tool for self-discovery, or a dangerous portal to the unknown? The answer, like the board itself, is shrouded in mystery. Perhaps it is up to each individual to decide whether to embrace the Ouija board's mysteries, or to heed the warnings of those who believe it to be a dangerous tool. One thing is certain, the Ouija board is not to be trifled with. It is a powerful instrument that should be approached with caution, respect, and a healthy dose of skepticism. So, the next time you find yourself face-to-face with a Ouija board, ask yourself, are you willing to face the consequences of what you might find? The answer might change your life forever. Please hit the like and subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything but helps us with YouTube algorithms and lets us know you like what we produce. Please subscribe to be notified of all new videos and investigations by Macomb Paranormal Investigations and Research. Thank you for watching.
Hey there, this is Don at Macomb Paranormal Investigations and Research, and as we close out tonight's deep dive into the mystery and the danger of the Ouija board, remember this. Some doors, once opened, don't always close so easily. Here at Macomb Paranormal, we want to be very clear. We do not endorse or use Ouija boards. In our experience, you can never truly know what may be opening up to you. What presents itself as harmless or even familiar may not be what it claims to be. There are cases where something darker pretends to be someone or something else, and sometimes you may get far more than you intended. Now, speaking from both sides of my background, there's a scientific explanation to consider. The subconscious mind can absolutely influence the movement of the planchette on the Ouija board. That's well documented. But here's where it gets difficult to explain. There are moments, cases we've looked into, where answers are spelled out to questions that are being asked by someone else that's not even touching the board or the planchette. The person with the hands on the planchette has no knowledge to the correct answer, and yet somehow that correct response still comes through. That's where science struggles, and that's where things become, well, something else. So just be aware, things are not always as straightforward as they seem. Thank you for watching and being part of this journey into the unknown. If this video made you think, question, or even feel a little uneasy, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's next. And remember, our podcasts are also available in video form here on YouTube, as well as podcasts that you can take with you. They're located on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, and more. So until the next time, whether you're watching or you're listening, keep looking for the shadows, and happy hauntings.